Hello, this is Alesh from Ripoli, and I would like to show you how I use Cloudflare with Wrangler for local development with Sveltekit. So what I have here is my terminal already open in my testing folder, and I have documentation ready for Cloudflare Pages adapter for Sveltekit, and let's get to it. So I got some aliases around my PMPM set, so I will just create a new Sveltekit project with the CLI, and let's say we'll name this one CFD1, close enough. I need a minimal setup. I'll be satisfied today with JavaScript with JSDoc. I don't need nothing regarding other packages, and PMPM is my weapon of choice. So quick install. Let's get into this folder and open it in VS Code in my case. So this opens here. Cool. My project is gonna work with adapter Cloudflare, so I have to install this part. Let's just quickly copy this, and I'm again using another alias for installing packages. This should take a few seconds, and it should come up in our package JSON as another adapter, and it's here. Cool. We won't be needing adapter auto anymore. You can see that adapter Cloudflare is installed with fixed versions, so this is just something I usually do. I like to be in control of my packages. So I'm Alesh, and just some housekeeping, please bear with me. I'm just used in a specific way how my projects are set up. So let's bring up those packages to current version with this script, and let's install everything. So this is housekeeping done, and I'm in control. Cool. We got first part out of the way, and if we follow this documentation after installing the adapter, we have to set up our svelte config to use this Cloudflare adapter. I just copied the suggested setup because I believe it is good enough. Go into my svelte config and delete everything and replace it with this suggested config. I already know that in my project I'll be using persistence, so I'll be going for this with true. And you can see there is a config path defined, like this Wrangler toml file. We don't have this file yet. Let's just create it. So wrangler.toml here, and this Wrangler toml file. If we go into Cloudflare documentation about the D1. I'll be using D1 today, but you can use whatever you wish. KV9, like key values store. You can use R2 storage, whatever service Cloudflare is providing through this platform. And so you would need something like this. Define your D1 database with bindings and names and IDs from dashboard or CLI, wherever you get them, doesn't matter. And I have a similar file here already present. We won't be using KV namespaces, let's say, but we'll use a D1 database. So this ID is not important in this moment as I'm using everything locally. My database will be named D1DB and binding will be under name of DB. So I save this Wrangler toml. I can save my svelte config, which is all done, and we can continue reading the documentation. What we need, those routes are not important right now. We can use this those types down here. So let me quickly copy this stuff and go into my FDTS. So we'll be using this platform and env. No durable space, but let's say that my DB will be a D1 database. That's the correct setup. So app DTS is ready, svelte config is ready. And that's it. Now I can start testing it locally. If we just quickly bring up this documentation from D1, you can see down here that if you execute against D1 with your database name and local parameter, you can enter any SQL in it, and it will just execute. So we'll do this right now. And so I prepared, in this case, schema migration. My simplest schema for this demonstration will be a table of countries with some code. We got some unique indexes on it, just regular D1 SQLite stuff. And what we'll do also is, in my Wrangler toml, I already have prepared this command line. Like, we'll use Wrangler D1 and execute this schema migration locally. Just copy it and paste it into my terminal, and if everything is set up correctly, this stuff should execute in a few seconds. Great, 2 commands executed successfully, and now we have in our folder of .wrangler state v3 d1. So let me bring this folder up. So this is my project folder. There is a Wrangler state v3 d1 miniflare, and in here there is a regular SQLite file which I can open. Use whichever administration tool or however you access your SQLite files, and I can see my countries table was generated. I can browse the data of countries. Sure, there is nothing in. I can insert some data. Let me just quickly. I'm in Slovenia, and the name is Slovenia. That's it. Let's write those changes. So we have now at least one record in this countries table, and we can do a select statement within our application. I won't be needing this anymore. So how do I access this data? There are many ways how you can get to this platform, but I usually make a special folder here in my lib folder and create a new file of server/db.js, meaning none of my db stuff is leaking to clients, as we are in server folder, just a convention of Sveltekit. And this db will do not much. Let me quickly bring this stuff up. So for just quick and dirty, we'll set up a database if it's not set, and log it out in our while we are running it. So that's it. Where will we set the database? We are usually using this hook server. For that, I brought another hook server in from another project. I usually sequence my handlers. Those two are two simple handlers. Like, I'm handling the platform here for the Cloudflare, but usually there is a handler for authentication, there is a handler for languages, many other handlers. Yeah. So I'm importing those DBs and set database from my lib server DB and using the sequence. And if there is no DB, then I will just set it, and that's it. This is how I got access to DB. Now what I need here is, in my routes folder, I'll just make another page server.js, and I will access my database, and this will be something like I have to make an SQL statement. Select all from countries. That's my SQL. I'll get some response from it, so I will probably await this DB prepare statement from this SQL, and I will just run it, and I will get some response, of course. So this response should be what? I guess I'll just make this a return and wait here. How do we do that? Let's just save this stuff and go into package.json and debug it. This will take a few seconds for the project to start, and the debugger is attaching, and it's a first run. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's just wait for this, and let's just open this page. Should it will open probably somewhere here. Yeah, cool. This is localhost 5173, just regular Sveltekit stuff, and it's probably waiting. Yeah, sure, it's waiting. What's my response? My response is some results which came from MiniFlareDB. Cool. This is my first line. So I will pass on my response.results. So my countries, let's say my countries variable is response.results. Save. Cool. We don't need this debugger anymore. We'll just stop it. Okay. Break this one down. Not needed anymore. So we are passing now countries as our data in our page. Cool. I'll just remove everything here. Okay, script. This should be automatic, but it doesn't matter. So I'll be using my data typos from props. And I will just quickly, let's say, output this in JSON stringified, so nothing really styled. Countries, save. That's it. And if we run our project, so dev, I could as well use the what's going on here? Dollar props, of course. And we got our line as expected. Yeah, this is the simplest way I know. So it took 10 minutes, and it's of course very simple example, but you can work on it. And as you can see, you just run nothing else but let's get rid of this stuff and start development again, so it's clear. You just use regular vite, and it behind the scenes run the Wrangler and use the platform as it should. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know if I can be of further assistance. Bye.